Hello and welcome to the Treasured Page. I'm Melanie and this is our quiet crafting space. So today I'd like you to grab a hot drink or a cold drink or something, shut the door on the world and just settle into a nice, relaxed space. And today we're going to be looking at journaling cards. I'm just enjoying a coffee. I'm so pleased to be here with you. So I have been playing around with some scraps and also things that I have bought but don't seem to be using. And what I'm referring to more than anything is the washi tapes, and I've got washi tape stickers, and I bought these on a roll. I think these must be now a year old, and I'm mindful that washi tape can start to stick to other washi tapes. So this is a roll of flower stickers, and there's one there, and I think that looks quite good. So I want to use one of those. Use book page over card, which is junk mail, and on the back here I put some lined paper, and then I've just added stickers. So I'm using up stickers today. That's what I'm doing. We've had, I think this fell out of a magazine, so it's that sort of junk mail cardstock. I've got an old book page here, and it's thick enough to not see through too much of the marketing. Oh, hope everybody's okay, and that you are able to get a little moment to yourself and just grab some papers. So for this, all we're going to want is a couple of bits of paper, maybe a book page. It could be a piece of newspaper, some sort of text print. You're going to be covering it over anyway because you're only going to see little snippets. And stickers, if you've got stickers or you've got fussy cut things that you haven't been using, get out all those bits and bobs. Labels, old bits of map. You know, I've got map where I've either inked around the edge or I've coffee stained it, and this is, you know, a great one for little bits of scrap and stuff like that, and it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? So let's put that to one side, find some glue stick, and let's go for this. So I'm using Pritt stick here today, and a nice big thick stick of the original glue. And I do find, I've been searching for my favourite glue, it's still not Pritt stick, but this was one I've been using. This came from WH Smith, it's their own brand, and it's rubbish, so we'll not be using that for anything particularly important, and I'll show you for why. This is one I made earlier, so there's the back of it, there's the front of it, and look, already bubbling up, not sticking down, using WH Smith's own glue stick. So okay, so I'm just now going to put this down over the glued card. Oh, come through the door as a freebie from the postman. If anyone else has got any ideas on how to cover up the marketing, I think just using coffee dyed tea stain paper. This is copy paper, you know, from the paper that we've run through the printer, and I've got another bit there saved for another one, so that's okay. It's nice and crinkly. I could ink around the edges, and then I'm just going to cover this with the book page. So again, I just want to take the glue stick and go round, take the page here, and I shall be chopping off that top bit, and it just fits on there nicely. If there's anything peeling up, we just want to glue that down, but I will be going round and sewing, so I'm not particularly worried. But you don't have to sew round, but it does give it a very nice finished feel to it, and just gives it an extra level of completeness. Even if it is wonky, that's the beauty of that. It looks nice and handmade, homemade. Homemade is where we're heading with this. So you could run this through a trimmer. Right, so we've ended up with a similar, got two cards here, both puckering up, and both have a different back to them. The back is in a coffee stained or tea stained copy paper. That's a tongue twister. Coffee stained copy paper, but it wasn't, it was tea, using old tea bags. So that is that, and now comes the fun bit. I need to have a look at my scraps, I need to have a look at my stickers, I need to just get rid of some of the things that I have accumulated, but I don't seem to you know, get through that quickly. I'm just gonna see what's on the desk and just throw it in. That's that sort of thing. I've got my tray of bits and pieces here, so there might be some colourful pieces there, little mushroom stickers, some. Okay, right, so this is the one from before, and what I did was I did a strip down the what's that? Oh yeah, look, there one, I've got one there. So that was a sticker of some old map, so I might go with the same thing, and then I shall try and do a similar layout. So let's lay it out. So we'll start with the sides, and that's got pink and green and yellow in it, so I might keep that in mind. I've got this off of an old pattern, but that might conflict with all the lettering. I've got some washi tape here I want to use a bit of. Got some stickers, a little bit of scrap. That seems to cover up quite nicely. You can't see the book page coming through, so that's quite good. Butterfly stickers. I've got a sort of a stamp sticker here. So let's go with, oh, and fabric. I've got bits of fabric. I'm gonna have a look at what fabric we've got, because I've cut some strips of fabric recently, and there was just some edge bits to it. This doesn't feel very sticky. Sometimes they're not, are they? So you just feel like you need to add a little bit of extra glue. So with the one I did before, I left I came over just a little bit because I like the stitching to show. So I'll do a zigzag stitch down there. I'm just going to bring that round. So that's the first bit. What did I do before? I don't know if this is any good recreating what I did, or whether I just make it up, because each piece is different, isn't it? So I might prefer something like that there. I've got this old letter sticker. That's quite nice. Oh, and the other thing I got these from AliExpress, and they are little circle stickers of like advertising, and I kind of like the fruity ones. So we'll see which one maybe works. But yeah, I don't always use these things, and then you sort of suddenly realise you've got all of this stuff. and today's the day. Today is the day we need to use it all. Oh, look at like that. Bit of advertising. Okay, right, well, so we need to knock down some of the writing, so, and we also need to bring in a bit of inking, I think. I'm using Vintage Photo today, which is the Tim Holtz Distressed range, and I'm just going to pop that round anything that's a bit too white and therefore too modern, as we sort of grunge this up a little bit. We're gonna just put that, just touching that map. Oh, get it straight. Okay. Bit of blue. It's quite satisfying using up the scraps. They never seem to get any less. But you sort of feel like you're doing something at the time. Perhaps I don't know where that's going to go at the moment. Maybe we're having a blue. Oh, look at that. Maybe it's a blue theme. Maybe I want to link that with a bit of washi. I don't know what I want to do, just having a play. It's just, oh, let's relax. Let's just let the day go, forget all the things, all the phone calls, all the interruptions, all the little problems. Let's forget all of that and just see where my creative brain wants to put the washi tape. There, apparently. And over the top. Okay, that's a bit wonky, wasn't it? But we'll go with it. I'm just using my bone folder to push these sticky ones down, particularly washi tape. That one seems to have still got its stick, but that doesn't mean a thing. And now we've got yellow coming through, so that's quite nice. Okay, maybe that, maybe not. What else? Some tickets, vintage tickets. I can see the word London popping out at me. Oh, hang on. Mushrooms. And okay. And that one's got a date on it. That's quite nice. Let's tear that. I wasn't going to use this one because I thought it was going to be too dark for this little idea, but it might work quite nicely if I bring in a bolder colour. Again, these aren't very sticky. I think what happened was I bought a massive load of stuff from AliExpress online, which is like a Chinese eBay, and as lovely as some of it is, I don't know, just not always sure where to put it. Yeah, that's nice. So this idea layers things, doesn't it, really? What's the next one? Is that quite bright purpley colour? Or the next one under that, these washi flowers. I'm a bit worried that they're going to tear because they are a bit old, these ones. Oh, got it. Oh, that's lovely. A daisy. Where's that going? Down there. Okay. Pritt Stick's doing the thing that I hate, which is bunching up a load of glue like one big globule, about to deposit it onto the project and make a really big ripple. Managed to avoid, oh no, every time. Okay, let's see. I can see, yes. Come over this way a bit so I don't. That's better. Maybe we want to go on and overlap there. Why don't you want to stick? Okay. And then that comes down like so. And we want the bone folder or something just to smooth out that sticker. There we are. So we've got book page and a few stickers, bits of paper, scrap bits, rip bits. What else have I got? I've got a little bit of paper there. It's another mushroom maybe. Not sure I like that one. What else? Music paper. Yeah, maybe. I've got much music paper here. This is just... oh, that's a little bit of old vintage wallpaper. Some sort of label. That's quite nice. A little bit of writing. That could sit nicely in there, and then something up there maybe. Oh, I had this, didn't I? Yeah, that's a bit of, what does that say? Oh, that's thread, so that's talking about thread, so that might want to go there. That's quite sweet, isn't it? And this is a sticker, but I'm going to ink around that edge. Seemed very inked. Hang on. Oh, I've forgotten to put my blue bit on. What was I doing there? I've gone off the blue. Too slow. The blue did not jump in. Let's get the. Oh, I've done the thing that I do this. I start gluing and then realise I actually wanted a wee bit of ink. So now I've got sticky glue on my fingers. Does anybody else do that? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Leave a comment below. Let me know I'm not alone in realising that I've glued before I should have inked. I glued when I should have inked. Is that straight-ish? No, it's not, is it? Right, I just want that under the word London. And then that's actually all lined up. I'm not sure I like that. That's ever so slightly off centre. That's better. I want something there, something down here. All of this is... right. It is going to be that yellowy green colour. I wish I'd stuck that on more straight. Funny, isn't it, what you notice and what bothers you? Up here somewhere. Maybe. And a label. Oh yeah, I had these, didn't I? I was going to try and see. I've got a couple of different labels. I was going to try and oop. I don't really know. Limoncello, that's the one. That just shows off the little subtle yellow colour, because that was a bit too overpowering. So the palettes in these little boxes are quite fun. You do get lots of different colours. Seem to always find something that works on a project. Okay, did I have a stamp? Did I bring in a stamp, or did I make that up? I don't know. Anyway, let's stick this limoncello. So I've got some French here, and now putting some Italian down. We're talking about London. We've got an English advert there. We've got some music, which is classical music. So it's a mishmash of cultures going on here, all from a vintage age or antique age, which is fantastic. Then we've got these stickers that have come over from you know, the East, masquerading as vintage Italian advertisement, but then they've got something like your name written there, which, you know, makes no sense at all. So I might want to cover that up, because that doesn't work, does it? I could maybe stick a... Oh, I've only just noticed that now, and that's going to bother me. I don't know where they've got that image from, but that's definitely not quite right, is it, to have your name written there? What's that? Oh. What's in here? These are quite fun. They're a bit big. Love the squirrel. Yes, so I used one of these before because it went that way, which was rather good. There's not much going on, but it's now this colour doesn't work, so perhaps... Oh, blue. How about blue? Maybe. Oh, big one. Yeah. Oh, there's a green one. How about that? With a bee. No, he's too small. Maybe that one with the... Keep that simple. And then I just got to... Did I put... Yeah, maybe I would... No, because then I would have had to have had something there. So still once... Oh, I know. Hang on. Because we're doing stickers today. Let's see if I've got a sticker that's going to curl round and cover it up. So that's a daisy theme. And then it's gone more botanical now. If I add that, do we like that? Yeah, why not? Let's just go with it. These washi tape stickers, so you can see through them a bit more, so they don't tend to overpower the picture. And if I stick that label on the top, so this goes to the background, that might work. I just need that bit covered up. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, so that's quite nice. It's difficult because you can't really see what it looks like until you've put it down. but when they blend in together, oh, I have been folding things round, but I think I might need to cut off that bottom bit there. That's it. Right, clear up a bit. I'm going to cut this out to see if that helps, because that's quite a big edge. Yeah, so I've just layered up, and I sort of keep going until I feel like it's interesting enough. So these cards are inspirational with the amount of interesting images that are being put onto it in a sticker collage, I think. So we can either pop it over there or pop it there, right in the centre. Take away any white that appeared when I cut into the paper. And I think I want something else at the top. So one small bundle of stickers and vintagey bits that I've bought. And you can bring together something unique to you, because it's what you've put together, and that was vintage, real vintage, but not book page, music paper. And just maybe something here and here to link it. Sometimes you have to know when to stop. So sewing all the way around, or I could just turn that into a chunky tag and put a top on it. And then we want to just decorate here as well. So just going to take that and pop it on the end there. I'm relaxing now. It's funny, isn't it? Just got to get into it sometimes, and once I'm in the zone, I feel like I could probably carry on doing a lot more. Just allowing my creative mind to take over, and then it sort of allows me to filter out all the other stuff that's going on. I'm sorry if you can hear roadworks and all. Oh, look, now you're talking. That's all Mediterranean. Yes, love it, love it. And yeah, I don't like these stickers. Shan't be buying them again. They come on plastic backings. Very very naughty. In this day and age, I think we should have paper, not plastic. So we've got to think of something to do with the plastic backings. But I'm trying to save them. Look. Something. We'll have to come up with something, won't we? Any suggestions for plastic acetate backings that come off these washi tape stickers? I would love to know. I need to wrap my head around some ideas. I might have to lose that, which is a shame. Let's get rid of it. Gone. Can't have that. And we will just finish that off now with the ladybird bug beetle thing. I don't know, but I do know that I want this little chap here. All right, so this to me now looks like a wall. Lovely, happy with that. Like the number. And that's your writing space. Could be a tag. She might be nice as a tag. Is it a card? Is it a tag? What is it? Do we want rounded corners, sharp corners? I think we'll leave it and just say round it. And then see if there's anything worth adding up the top there or whether that's enough. All right, before I do the sewing, I was just going to add some fabric, and I have a few little slithers like this that I have cut off of projects, and I think you know, they work just quite nicely putting them on the side of a project like I did here on this card. This has got, I mean, you can get a frayed edge and it just adds a little bit of something to it. So that one was quite pink, this one's more green, and perhaps I should stick with the green. And yeah, that's quite nice. I'll stick with the green tone. Just lightly put a bit of glue down there, just enough for it to stick, and then I can run it through the sewing machine and capture it on there a bit more securely. Hopefully that'll hold just long enough to go to the sewing machine, and I'll just cut that bit off there. Oh, these are not my fabric scissors, and they aren't doing very well for the paper at the moment either. Oh dear. Okay, there we go. How do you sharpen scissors? Does tin foil really work, or is that a myth? I don't know. How do you sharpen scissors? Okay, it's here, and I've sewn all the way around with a zigzag stitch. I used pink thread because that's what was in the machine, and I think it had green in the bobbin as well, so there's a two-tone. So that's the back, and that's come together nicely. Gives ample journaling space, and that is the front. And the only thing that's popping out now that I've sewn it round, and I'm loving the fact that that's finished, it's just this little section here where I can see that those two aren't joining, and that there's too many gaps for my liking. And when I was over by the sewing machine, I did find this scrap of material which is sari silk, and it's got a bit of a two-toned effect where it's been hand dyed, and I just thought those colours work really well with this washi tape and the flower of yellow and green. So I think I might just try and add that in just there, and not line it up perfectly with the black strip, but just to come ever so slightly over. So I'm just going to cut it about there. Oop. And then that little bit will be perfect for something else. So that sari silk, it all scrunches up into a very nice texture, and it will just hopefully add a little bit of interest onto the card. So I shall link it in with that there, so that will blend in and just soften that harsh line. I'm going to want something like Fabri-Tac, a fabric glue, and I'm just going to put a generous blob, and that will also hide that little bubble of a book page which is insisting on popping up. And I might not have come over far enough. Hang on, add a bit there. That's it. And I maybe have to just put a little in there so that that stays like that. I can't tell you why I like that, I just do. It gives extra depth, extra texture. You're finding scraps, and it brings the fabric, the paper, the different textures of so I've got a shiny surface there, a matte surface there. There's a texture to this particular sticker. I don't know if the light will catch it, but it's got ever such a slight checkered or plaid texture to it, and then the little bit of fabric there just brings it all nicely together. And that's all I'm going to do with that one. I'm just reaching for my ruler here because we've got 15 centimetres by 10 centimetres for the measurement, so that's roughly 6 inches by 4 inches, and that is near enough the same, although they were two different cardstocks, two different bits of junk mail. They are fairly equal. I think one's a fraction wider, but they are using similar items. I mean, I could go and find a bit of sari silk to link that one in as well, but you know, you do you stop when you want to, when it feels right for you. But that's what I've been able to achieve. There's the front and the back of both of those cards, and I think that's perfect to be tucked into a journal and to write some nice interesting details, perhaps some dates or a list of special birthdays or presents that were received from something, or anniversaries, anything that you may want to highlight in a journal space, a little poem or a joke, anything you can think of, or even a picture would be lovely on the back there, wouldn't it? So journaling cards, I think, are really nice, tucked in, a little bit of private journaling space on the back, and then you can really have a special memory anchored on a special card. So there we are. I've really enjoyed doing those. They're collages, aren't they? And I think that that's been a real mindful way to relax after quite a busy week, and I will carry on now doing a third one, and I might even film that and see how we get on. But if you found value here today, do click the bell icon so that you can follow along with my video channel, and please leave a comment below and see what you have tried, or any other suggestions and things that you might feel would help me, because we're all learning together and everything is new, and rehashing old ideas that I'm sure many people have had before. Collage, nothing new, but we're using up what we have, and I think that that's really important, to try and use the things you have. Don't go out and buy new. I'm sure we've all got stickers. If it's this vintage feel that you're trying to achieve, then look in magazines. You can also go for the digital downloads. You can find digital kits and things from Etsy. But first of all, just go through your drawers and things, see if you've got some washi tapes, and ask others as well, ask friends. I'm sure there's lots of people out there who have masses of craft things that they're not using and wouldn't have the first clue on how to use it or where to put it, or they've bought it for a one-time project and now they've got plenty left and they don't need it anymore. So yeah, try and reuse as much as we can within our own community and our family and friends, and just let yourself go with it and really enjoy the process. So let me know how you get on, and give me a like and share, but above all else, guys, slow down and just make some crafting time for you. Thanks everyone, bye bye.